Hello everyone, welcome back. Have you ever finished studying, felt completely prepared, and then walked into the exam and suddenly your brain looked like it had been factory reset? You have read the chapter. You have highlighted the important parts and reviewed your notes. So where did all the information go? Here's the surprising truth. Most students don't have a memory problem. They have a study strategy problem. And today, I'm going to show you why your brain keeps forgetting information and the 3 scientifically proven techniques that can dramatically improve how much you remember. By the end of this video, you'll understand why most study advice fails and what top-performing students do differently. And trust me, the second technique alone could completely change how you study forever. The science of the forgetting curve. In the 1880s, psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus conducted a series of experiments on memory. What he discovered shocked researchers, and it still shocks students today. Without reinforcement, we forget roughly 70% of newly learned information within the first 24 hours. Think about that. Imagine spending 3 hours studying tonight and losing most of it by tomorrow. That's exactly what your brain is designed to do. Not because it's broken, because keeping every piece of information forever would be incredibly inefficient. Your brain is constantly deciding, is this important enough to keep? If the answer is no, it gets deleted. The forgetting curve drops sharply at first, then it gradually levels out. But here's where things get interesting. Every time you successfully review information, the curve resets. And the next time, you forget more slowly. Review it again, even slower. Your memory isn't fixed, it's trainable, and that changes everything. Why most studying doesn't work. Now here's the mistake most students make. When they realize they're forgetting information, they respond by reading it again, and again, and again. Maybe they highlight more. Maybe they rewrite notes. Maybe they stare at the textbook longer. The problem? These methods feel productive, but feeling productive and learning effectively are 2 completely different things. Psychologists call this the Fluency Illusion. Here's how it works. The more often you see information, the more familiar it feels, and your brain makes a dangerous assumption. If this feels familiar, I must know it. But recognition is not the same thing as recall. Seeing an answer and producing an answer are completely different skills. And exams don't ask, does this look familiar? They ask, can you remember it right now? That's where most students get trapped. And that's why the first solution is so powerful. Active recall. Active recall is exactly what it sounds like. Instead of putting information into your brain, you pull information out. After reading a chapter, close the book. Now explain what you just learned. No notes, no peeking, no cheating. Can you do it? Most people discover huge gaps immediately. And that's actually good news, because every time your brain struggles to retrieve information, it strengthens the memory. Think of memory like a muscle. Reading is watching someone else lift weights. Recall is actually lifting them. That's why techniques like flashcards, practice questions, self-testing, teaching someone else consistently outperform passive review. Yes, it feels harder. That's exactly why it works. And the next technique makes it even more powerful. Spaced repetition. Most students study like this. Study, forget, panic, cram, repeat. But your brain learns best when information is reviewed right before it's about to be forgotten. This strategy is called spaced repetition. Instead of reviewing everything tonight 5 times, you review it once today, then again in a few days, then a week later, then 2 weeks later. Each review tells your brain, hey, this information keeps coming back. Maybe it's important. And your brain responds by storing it more efficiently. This is why medical students, language learners, and memory champions rely heavily on spaced repetition systems. In fact, one of the most powerful study apps ever created is Anki. Anki automatically tracks what you're forgetting. Difficult cards appear more often, easy cards appear less often, It's like having a personal trainer for your memory. And if you combine active recall with spaced repetition, you're already studying more effectively than most people. But there's one final technique that almost nobody uses: interleaving. Imagine going to the gym and training only one muscle for 4 straight hours. Sounds inefficient, right? Yet that's exactly how many students study. They spend hours on a single topic before moving on. Research suggests there's a better approach. It's called interleaving. Instead of studying one subject continuously, you mix topics together. For example, 20 minutes of biology, 20 minutes of chemistry, 20 minutes of math, then repeat. At first, it feels harder. You feel slower. You feel less confident. But that's because your brain is constantly switching gears. And that switching process forces deeper learning. It strengthens your ability to identify concepts, solve problems, and remember information later. The students who feel the most comfortable studying are often learning the least. Interleaving flips that equation. So let's recap. If you're forgetting everything you study, stop relying on rereading. Start using active recall. Space your reviews with spaced repetition. Mix topics using interleaving. That's it. 3 changes. No secret genius hacks, no studying for 12 hours a day, just methods that actually work with the way your brain learns. And here's my challenge for you. The next time you finish studying something, close the book and try explaining it from memory. You'll immediately discover whether you actually learned it or just recognized it. If you've ever experienced the fluency illusion, let me know in the comments. I think almost every student has fallen for it at least once. And if you want more science-backed study strategies that help you learn faster and remember longer, subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.